All right, hello everybody. My name is Dr. Imfan Akpan, and I'm excited to be working with you on this course. And we will have weekly Zoom sessions, which are not required, but these are a great opportunity. Well, number one, for me to get to know you, but as well as for you to ask any questions, get clarifications. Now, as you'll see in the announcement for this course, we are using Microsoft Power BI as the software for our course, and this runs on Windows. So if you do not have a Windows computer, you will need to get some sort of um, software that will allow it to run as a Windows machine. There are some softwares called parallels. So you want to make sure that you are aware this runs on a Windows machine. So keep that in mind. With this course, it is a learn by do course. So the textbook we're using, it is designed for using the live software. We are not using a simulation. This has its pluses and minuses. The pluses for this is that you will be up and running and exposed and using the actual Power BI software, albeit we'll be using the free version of Power BI. That has its advantages. So you will leave this course. If you haven't used Power BI, you will be familiar with the desktop version as well as service from head to toe, which is great. The downside to that, it is the live version. So much of what's in the textbook may be a little bit dated. So what do I mean by that? Microsoft updates Power BI monthly. So this textbook was published in, I want to say 2021, thereabouts. So there's been plenty of updates on the software. So keep that in mind. And as we're working on the software, there will be updates. That's guaranteed. How large the updates or how much that will impact us, I cannot say. However, on my side, I will be monitoring that. And if there are any major updates that's going to impact us and our work, I will definitely let you know that. And also provide any workarounds. And that's also embedded in the grading for the course. So the key thing with this, and the reason I designed the course in this way is because I wanted all of you to walk away knowing how to use the actual software and having that exposure, which I think is very valuable. Part of that learning is the updates. So if you are using the live software, it's going to update monthly, just like we're using it now. So this gets you used to that continuing shift. The other thing is the AI. When you go in and you look at the on the desktop, you'll see the Copilot preview. Copilot is ChatGPT. Microsoft is partnered with ChatGPT. Copilot is part of that. With that being said, we have a Copilot activity to get you tied in and understanding how AI is embedded in this software and how it works with the software. Copilot is not a part of our textbook. However, Copilot is now in the software. You have limited access with the free version. So I've created an exercise where you actually use Copilot in the software so you can get familiar with it and up to speed with it. I'm also fine with you using ChatGPT and other large language models to help you work through any of these assignments because, as I stated before, Copilot is now embedded. It's embedded in Microsoft products all around, but it's also embedded in the upper tier versions of Microsoft Power BI. So when you go into the course, you will, oh, sorry, let me put this on as view as a student. So when you go into our course, you'll see our assignments, and you can change the view. So show by date, show by type, It is broken down by week. We've got the midterm project, the co-pilot project, and then we've got our final exam project, a test. So you've got a practice final, and we've got the actual final. With this, it again, it's learn by do in the textbook. You can't skip to week 2 without going through week 1. So everything builds on each other. The good thing is the way the course is set up, you can work ahead if you like, which is fine with me. If you're feeling comfortable in some areas, you can move forward with the assignments and the work. And I encourage that, particularly if you're busy at work and you have other classes and assignments and things going on. So one thing you need to know with the software, again, when we get in here, this is what the desktop Power BI looks like. And this is what we'll be using, which is the free version. So when you get in here, you'll see that Copilot here. It's a Copilot preview. You won't have access to it. So you will not have access to this. You'll also see that there's a DAX window powered by Copilot. DAX is the programming language that Power BI uses. So you can use this to check your DAX. So this is part of the reason why I mentioned I'm fine with everyone using ChatGPT or other large language models, because you have it embedded in the software in the upper tier models of the software. The 3 tabs that we'll be using is report view, table view, and model view. We'll be running through those 3 areas. That is what you'll see in our textbook, which was written before the Copilot and the AI. So we'll be using that primarily, and you'll be familiar with those 3 tabs. You'll also be familiar with how AI ties into business analytics and Microsoft Power BI. Now, there's 2 parts to the software. So you've got the desktop version of the software, which is free, but you'll need, again, a Windows operating system in order to use the software. And then you have the cloud version, which you'll need to create your account by going to powerbi.com. You can use your student email, create your account. You'll be doing your work in the desktop, saving it to the cloud, which is called service. So you will be saving your work, or you'll be posting your work to service. And this is where, from here, this is where you would share your work. Now, again, we do not have the full-blown Power BI software. With that being said, when you're completing your reports, you'll complete them in desktop, you'll save them to service, you can do some limited editing in service, but once you have your reports in service, this is where you will go from service to submit and share your reports. I do not want the actual Power BI desktop file to be submitted. I actually want you to submit your report or export your report as a PDF. So you'll be submitting the PDF of your report. So once you get your work done in the desktop, you're going to publish it to service. Once it's in service, you're going to click the export. You will not share it. And again, you have limited access to a lot of these features in the free version. I request that you save it as a PDF or export it as a PDF. What will that look like? So when you do that, you will, I'm going to share, let me share the screen here. So when you do that, you'll export it as a PDF, and then you'll be submitting your PDF into Canvas for grading. So the key thing with this is you want to make sure that when you're formatting your report, you do it as best you can to format it in service so that it's easy to analyze and read in PDF format. So this is what you'll be submitting. So when you think about your submissions, I will not be asking for the Power BI file. I'll be asking for you to export it into a PDF and then submit that PDF, and then I'll be grading and reviewing it. I know what all of these assignments look like, and to get from the data stage to that visualization, I know what that will look like in the end. The other thing with this, again, the reason why, because you may say, hey, Dr. Akbar, why do you have us using this? So this is the live software. So you'll be familiar with the workflows. You'll be familiar with doing your work in desktop. You will know how to publish to service. You will know how to move around service, and you'll know how to export your visualizations in service. So you'll be familiar with all of this once you leave this course. That's why. Now, again, it has its setbacks. It's different than a simulation. It's a controlled environment. And you're using parts of the live software, but not the actual live software. So this is some of the workarounds in order to get you exposed and up and running with the live software. So as usual, if you have questions, let me know. The other thing I always say is this: submit. What does that mean? So if you're working on the assignment, you get stuck, you have issues, something's not working, submit whatever it is you have. I will be able to work with you. If need be, I'll let you resubmit it. If there's some errors, I will talk, I will write in the comments about it, but I want you to keep moving forward. And as far as with the assignment, I do not expect, I don't expect 100% perfection. What do I mean by that? I know this textbook and the assignments inside and out. I know many of the challenges you may have, but there's key things that I'm looking for. So the best thing to do, submit, keep moving. This class is 8 weeks. We have a lot of work. So, and I allow redos. So if it's a matter of you needing to redo the assignment, we'll go back. I'll let you know what you need to redo, if anything you need to redo. But again, continue to move forward. If you get stuck and it's a Sunday and the assignment is due, submit whatever it is you have, and then we'll work on that moving forward. That is key, because getting behind can be it can be a lot, because if you stop, the way things, it builds on each other. So you want to just keep moving forward. And I'm always willing to make adjustments to the assignments, because I understand that technology is constantly changing. Look forward to everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And it's going to be a great, great course. Thank you.